Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we are going to talk about a coin that might look like just another ordinary penny, but it holds a fascinating story, unique history, and can even be worth more than you think. We are diving deep into the 1-cent coin from the year 1990 with the Denver Mint mark, better known as the VDB Lincoln cent. First, let's understand the background. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It became the very first circulating U.S. coin to feature a real person. Over the years, it has seen several design changes, but the obverse has always kept the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. By the time we reached 1998, the Lincoln Memorial reverse design had already been in use since 1959. This design shows the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., and if you look closely, you can even see a tiny statue of Lincoln sitting inside, just like the real monument. This reverse would stay on the coin until 2008, when the bicentennial and shield reverse design eventually replaced it in 2018. Now let's talk about the specifics of the VDB penny. The D Mint mark stands for the Denver Mint in Colorado, one of the main facilities of the United States Mint. In 1998, the Denver Mint struck more than 5 billion Lincoln cents. That means this coin was extremely common in circulation, and you've probably seen or even held one many times without realizing its history. The composition of this coin is mostly zinc with a thin copper plating. Since the 1990s, the U.S. Mint stopped making cents mostly out of copper because the value of copper was rising higher than the face value of the coin itself. So the VDB penny contains about 7.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, which gives it that familiar red-brown shine when it's fresh from the mint. Now let's move on to the exciting part, the value of the VDB penny. In circulated condition, most VDB pennies are still worth just 1 cent. But collectors are always looking for coins in exceptional condition or with unique errors. If you have a VDB penny in uncirculated or mint state condition, it could bring in more than its face value. For example, in grades like MS65 and higher, these coins can be worth a couple of dollars each. That might not sound like much, but when you consider that billions were minted, only a tiny fraction survived in pristine condition. Even more interesting are the rare error coins. Some 1998 Lincoln cents have special varieties like the wide AM reverse, where the spacing between the letters A and M in America is wider than usual. While this variety is more famous in the Philadelphia Mint coins, it still makes collectors double-check every 1998 cent they come across. Other errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or coins struck on defective planchets can raise the value even higher. Some error VDB pennies have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on how dramatic and rare the error is. Now let's think about the bigger picture. The total face value of the VDB pennies produced adds up to tens of millions of dollars in circulation. Imagine billions of tiny 1-cent coins all carrying the face of Abraham Lincoln and all minted in the same year. While most of these coins are still floating around in everyday change, collectors know that hidden among them are treasures waiting to be discovered. So, what should you do if you find a VDB penny in your pocket or coin jar at home? First, check its condition. If it still has its original red luster, no scratches, and looks almost new, it might be worth holding on to. Next, grab a magnifying glass and inspect the reverse side to see if you have a rare variety like the wide AM. Finally, always keep an eye out for unusual errors, because those are the coins that can really surprise you with their value. In conclusion, the VDB 1-cent coin is not just a piece of pocket change. It's part of America's long coinage history, a continuation of the legacy of Abraham Lincoln on U.S. currency, and for collectors, it's an opportunity to discover rare varieties and errors that could be worth far more than just 1 cent. So the next time you come across a 1998 penny, take a closer look. You might just be holding a little piece of history and maybe even a small fortune in your hand. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about the history, value, and big worth of the VDB penny, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another coin story. And remember, every coin has a story and some coins can change your story too.